Always too many things to do. It is a nice problem to have too many things to do. That one's got fire and summer in it. And you're currently crafting something successfully, so leave you alone. Okay, so what I might need to do, since we are crafting a lot more flowers now, I need to get some more space in our bucket filler. And that will mean making another chest. Because right now it's just single. We make a double chest. I have no idea where the zombie is that I'm hearing. Jalea Princess, thank you for the follow. Oh, there he is. Hi. Alright, so let's make him bigger. Which of course will lower the count on this. So we need to make a bunch more buckets. And what's the timer on this? We might need to speed up the timer. 10 seconds. We need to speed up that timer. Alright, so let us make some buckets and we'll need sand. Let's cut it down by half. We'll do 5 sand, and then let's do 30 iron, and we'll craft it into buckets. Buckets in here. Over here and do 5 seconds instead of 10. And it's right here. Alright, so the flower crafters are set at 20 seconds. The water bucket filler is set at 5. So hopefully we'll be able to keep up with that. We may have to make a second one of these, like over on this side. Because if we're making for example, if this whole area up here was full, it would have 16 flowers crafting every 20 seconds approximately. So I would probably need more than one of these water bucket fillers. So yeah. Okay, so that's kind of fixed. We probably still need more buckets than that. But we're getting things fixed. So okay. Yeah, I said 9. Alright, I want to be more comfortable. Let's make some more buckets. Masasur Gaming, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, so let's do that many more buckets. And we'll see how well we do. So these look fixed, which is good. And we'll put the seeds back in here that we have in our hands. This hourglass was where? Where were we going with this one? Oh, this was going to be for the Rafflesia, finishing the Rafflesia. Let's see if this thing's broken again, because the other flower things were broken. It appears... Did I take the sand out? I did, okay. It's almost done. Why is there 41 of these? Why? Why are you not reading the chest? Does I have to rotate the chest, perhaps? Does it read only out of the back? Oh, you know I know why. Because the chest, in order to get up to here, needs to have like 8 stacks. That would be why. And that's okay because these are just flowers, just petals. So that's okay. We'd actually be able to speed this up just a touch. Go back to crafting them. I'm waiting for it to pulse once so that I can just make sure that they all craft. Yay! Fantastic. Alright, let's do another one of these setups right here. And it's going to be... Oh, we didn't do another open crate. Oh, I need more than one, don't I? Alright. Yeah, I didn't think comparators would care. That's why I was like, oh yeah, now I know why. Clearly. Oops. Two funnels, Corporeal sparks. And I keep forgetting I can fly. Okay. Let's get the animated torch in there with the hourglass on top. And this one only needs 10 seconds since these flowers are not something we're going to use for anything else. They're just for this. Boop, boop. And let's go grab a couple. One, two. Oops, I grabbed a petal. Dang it. Oh! I really need to stop this. At some point I won't be walking by this. And we need to do one sand. And then this one should start dropping. Oh, guys. Now it should work. There we go, there's our first mana star. All right. Yeah, once this one gets going, I am going to remove the Endoflame and Hydrangea. Probably. Or what's better is I think I might just slow it down one more. So now it'll be every 30 seconds. Because these we're using for other purposes, so I didn't want to like consume them all like I have been. I wanted to use, I found these flowers, which are cheap to make, that I won't be using anywhere in the base, really. Mana stars are nice if you need to monitor your input and output of mana. I haven't found any need for that in this current playthrough, just because the goal is to make bucket loads of mana and have everything automated. So, yeah, we can get rid of you. And this will now continue to run like crazy. That will slow down after a bit once the chest has a good supply. And yeah, this one will come down eventually. For now, it'll stay. It'll just be slower. Let's see, those are made every 20 seconds. This is on a 10-second timer, so every 20 seconds one is made. So it should just keep up. Just keep up. And I'm alright with that. Took me far too long to get it going, but I am happy with it now. There's our, I believe we can now officially say this flower is fully automated. We should not have to touch it again, except for to take this down if we decide to do that. Alright, I'm gonna sip some of this now cold coffee. Alright, that is done. Let me check it off my list finally. Rafflesia complete. The next thing we're going to do is something I mentioned yesterday during stream. We're going to start setting up the automation of winter rune resources. the things that I have that can be just simply crafted over in our crafting hall, which is snow, snow blocks, and ice. And then we'll have to figure out how to do packed ice. And that will cut quite a few of the things out for our rune of winter. I will need to fill this up a little bit more. It's pretty empty. But we're going to do snowballs here, and then we're going to do snow here, and then we'll do ice here. So we're going to do it in that order. I need a snowball and to get started, and we're going to just dupe snowballs. I might have a snowball. Let's find out. Snowball? No. Okay, so we need to go get some snow. I still have that on. Let's shut that off. And I know that there is snow up high enough. Look at all the little holes that Endermen have made. I can fly. Why am I jumping? Ugh, I just keep forgetting. Oh, and the question with this, am I going to get snow layers because I have a silk touch? No. Okay, good. All right. I think our Spectralist is done. Yep. So let's turn this off. Can't wait till we can fully automate this guy. Not the biggest fan of duping. You cannot use the Botania block breaker on snow layers that respawn using a snow golem. Botania does not have a block breaker. Quark does, but I believe... I don't know. I know you're not the big fan of duping recipes, but the reason I'm doing so much duplication instead of farming is because the sheer amount of mana that this pack is asking me to produce. I'm not comfortable with using a... whatever that block is that just destroys mana. I can't remember the name of it, but there is a block in Botania that lets you just shoot mana at it, and it just destroys the mana. So what I'm doing here is just the thing that I used to also tear down the mushroom. A bore lens? A bore lens is not going to get me snowballs, I don't think. I don't know. I use a bore lens for that, for breaking blocks. But that's slow and uses mana. Probably more mana than this does. Yep. So we have you in here. We're gonna need to put a Corporeal Spark on you. And then we need to get a whole bunch of redstone. Alright, let's grab some more redstone dust. That's okay. You are more than welcome to ask questions. I don't mind. It actually helps me maybe think of alternate methods that I may not have thought of. But, yes. No golems. I don't think it's possible to do a bore lens with it, because it only breaks full blocks. So that's a limitation of it. Which one is it? This one. Okay. Whoop. Alright, so if you stick the thingy and the thingy to make the other thingy, make the next thingy work, so it makes an automatic thingy. I like automatic thingies, but I don't think that will work. I don't think that thingy will work. But this will. Now, as you can see, I have a wand on this open crate on the back side, because this hopper hawk, let me go around the front. This hopper hawk is picking up the flowers that fall in here that aren't the alliums to recycle them, but this hopper was picking up things like, it was picking up slime balls and quartz and things that were being crafted a little further away and dropping them in here. And I'm like, we don't need that happening. So I have it requesting something I know is not in the network, or, you know, saying only put those things in here that are not in the network. You like how long, big and long the hall is getting? Yeah, it's going to be amazing having all sorts of crafting stuff along here. So there we go. We have snow. Next step is to make snow blocks, and we need to configure this. First, let's grab a snowball. And go up here. Oh, I did not need to do that. Hee. Yeah, cake is coming up. Crafting cake is coming up. Alright, item frame. 1, 2, 4 balls. We've got it rotated, so we have 4 balls. And I need the crafting pattern. I don't think we've made one. We've got 2. There, we do have a 2x2. Okay. We have most of the steps for making cake, Darkwing. I just need milk. I need to do milk. Trading automation, there is not. Villager automation, there isn't any. Okay, so let's go back here. And set you up. Huh. I need to put the block there. Well, I probably did the 2x2 crafting thing for something else. Yeah, I did. Here, for clay balls. Everything's planned. Everything. Alright, so we also need to put a corporeal spark on you. Go in here. And it needs to go right there. And it should be running. Okay. And it's crafting. And then so that one should be duping now. Hopefully it doesn't ever run out. I don't think it will, because that is requesting 4 at a time, and so only request it when it has 4. And whereas this only requests 1. Ooh. I mean, I'll have less issues once this is filled up. And it's a chest, so it's going to take a while to fill up. It's going to have that many in it before it stops. So now that we have snowballs making and we have snow blocks making, we need to do ice. And ice is just using the alchemy catalyst to convert snow into ice. So I've already got it partially set up. We just need to do the redstone. I'm kind of concerned about this, but I think I should be okay. I need to make some more comparators. So we'll do that first. That here. And then is this one got the cheaty recipe or is it repeaters that do repeaters? Okay, so we need 32 sticks. And then we're gonna do 32 quartz, nether. Okay. Oops. All right. So we have some more of those. What do you mean random ticked? Cakes are getting random ticked. I'm not sure what I don't know what you mean by that. One day, yeah, one day I may have a supply of this stuff, but that is gonna be a while. I may be able to like have comparators. Well, actually it wouldn't be here, it'd be down in the 3x3 crafting hall that would happen. This. I forgot to bring the repeater with me. Maybe I won't. Maybe it won't get done before I'm all done with anything that needs it. Normally only plants will get random tick to determine if they advance a growth state. Same happens for cake, which is weird since it doesn't change without player interaction. That's true. Alright, do I have a piece of redstone there? I do. So this should be working now. It appears to be turning into ice. We have ice. Alright. This is gonna run for a while. But we do have the start of a good thing. So the only thing we have left for winter resources, winter rune resources, is cake and packed ice. Let's go over to our list that we've been keeping. Rune of winter, we have snow blocks and ice blocks. Done. So now we just have packed ice and cake. Hey, Silver Fox! Yep, for about an hour. I'll be taking my lunch, short little 5-minute lunch break in about 25 minutes, and then I'll be back for another hour. So yeah, you've got me. You found me! Okay, so for packed ice, if you remember correct, let's use words. If you remember correctly, with packed ice, we're going to need to use the pure daisy, and we're going to need to use the weight lens. So we're going to have to figure out how to get that set up. Maybe I'll fit dinner. My lunch break is just like 5 minutes to go feed the cats and refresh my coffee. That's really all lunch break is here. It's the kitties' lunch break. And then cake, we need to do milk. Speaking of cake, if you recall, a few times now I've had a broken wheat farm that we've had to fix, and I have said that I needed to make it bigger to try to build up our wheat supply. Let's see if it's doing anything. I know this first level is just all sorts of a mess. We're at 6 stacks. Oh dear, that could mean that the cow thing is broken, or that there are more layers. Okay, so I added another layer here. That, you can see a grass block, that is breaking out to the outside, so I didn't want to go any further, but I also wrapped it around. So there are 3 more little rows on this side as well. I made a whole bunch of spring runes to do these aggro carnations. That was insane. I eat lunch after stream at 1 o'clock. Don't worry about it. And Ed is not here on the weekends. He is out of town most weekends. So, yeah. But I made it bigger. We have 1 more row above, and we have these 3 little mini rows here. We have aggro carnations in every corner. It's running. Like I said, I don't know why this 1 row is just acting silly. I don't know. I'm hoping that it'll fix itself, or that these other things will compensate for it. I could make this a little taller. As you see, the hopper hawk isn't here anymore. I moved it up higher so it could reach up there. So it's just a red string container pointing down to the drawer. So I could go a couple more layers up, but that's about it. That'll be the extent of this hopper hawk's range. I'd have to get another hopper hawk. So that is our larger wheat farm. Let's grab a piece of wheat just in case the cow farm is currently broken. If it's not broken, that means we finally have a small surplus of wheat, and that is good because we're going to need it to make cakes. Not only for winter runes, but for the Cakeamerous flower. So we're gonna need cake. And we have cows, which means everything is working and we have a surplus. Fantastic. Oh, that makes me so happy. We don't have any... I hear chickens. Maybe they're falling in that hole. There's a bunch of cows in there. Oh, there's 1 chicken there. Chickens are kind of a crapshoot, I guess, because, you know, we're just relying on egg hatching for that. I did increase the amount of chickens over here by like 6 or 8 chickens. So I increased egg production to increase the chance of chickens over here. Alright, but we have the eggs, we have the wheat, we have the sugar. Floramancer is the mod pack. Yep. It is a Botania expert pack. So we've had the Rafflesia running for a while now. We're at 3 pools. But that should pick up a little bit now that we have 2 more flowers that it is eating. So it's eating 4 flowers in pretty rapid succession. We could make it faster because the flower eats faster, but that would require more flowers or a multiple flower crafting setups. Something I'm not interested in maxing out. Like I said, I know that you can max it out and you can make it go faster. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm just interested in making things run nicely. You don't like the term expert pack? Okay. So, we're at 80. What were we at when we checked this last time? Remember, that 1 Spectralist? Wow! That 1 Spectralist gave us, what, 6 mana pools of mana? Yay. I really wish we could get this automated. We're still working. We need that winter rune. So, yep. Doing good. But they did... Okay. Expert, because usually that means we change recipes, so we need to craft more, and not that you actually need more game knowledge. Well, I need both of those things for this Botania version, this mod pack. You've watched me enough to... They've changed the game mechanics which required me to learn more game knowledge in order to do those mechanics. Since they'd made it so that the generating flowers die, I had to learn how to automate those flowers and the items needed for those flowers, something that most people never do with Botania. This should be building back up. This probably had a deficit when we had that petal problem that we fixed. So, and I need to get some more buckets here because as you can see, some of the slots are empty. That's what you mean though, Expert Pack paints the wrong picture. Okay. Okay. And we need to, I keep forgetting, we need to tear this one out. And there's one more, isn't there? I think the one back here. We need to just rip them out. They're not being used anymore. And they're just sitting with bits of stuff. So we need to rip that out. I did at least stop it, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I wanted to say this little gap here, this space, is probably where I'm going to do the trophy room. Just have a display of all of the trophies along here. Because this is the wall for the tree farm. So I only have this little bit of space. Botania never adds simple block things. Oh, look at all the flowers. It's not keeping up. And it's placing the same flower. We need to... I wonder if this is not... No, this should be in my chunk loaded range. Yeah, we need to slow this down now because that's too many flowers to have floating around here. And I can't guarantee the Renin Carpus is going to pick different... Maybe let's do that and see what happens if it doesn't have these two to choose from. If it'll catch up. That's not what I wanted to see. I know you chose to add drawers, but I guess without the controller, Botania item requesting would also be different? No. Botania item requesting is the same. The only thing that the storage drawers adds is that I only need one Corporeal spark on to connect that entire network of drawers. If I were to not use it and I just was using chests, I would need a Corporeal spark on every single chest in that storage room. So that's why I added drawers, for that one reason, was that I wanted to be able to just have one Corporeal spark on the entire storage drawer system. Now, looking at my storage drawer system, most of those drawers are empty because I'm finding as I'm playing, it's smarter for me to just leave the stuff that I'm getting in the area and hooking up the Corporeal to it. It's starting to catch up. Let's see if we pick you guys up. No. We want a Mana Star next. Is you able to... Are you draining very fast? Maybe that's the bottleneck. Let's put a Potency Efficiency Lens on here and speed this up, because I think we're slowing down because the flower can't eat another one until it has room in its buffer. That might be it. Well, I've been told not to call myself not a redstoner anymore with all that I've had to learn here, even though it's not complex redstone that I've had to learn. Okay, we're here to get, let's make a potency lens. Alright, so we need a fire, and then what is efficiency? Efficiency lens is water. Okay, so we need 2 of these. Oops. Dang it. Okay. And then we need a rune of fire and a rune of water. Efficiency. Potency, and then we need a slime ball. Combine it. Potency, efficiency. I like AE2. I don't understand a lot of the advanced engineering of AE2. Edward is well versed, so he does really well with that. So this should help. Empty the flower faster. And because this will go faster. Okay. Now we're just at the speed of the Wren and Carpus. See how much faster it goes when the flower can pick it up and eat faster. Yeah, that was our bottleneck that time, was the flower wasn't able to dump its mana fast enough. So now we're doing okay, and we could put these back on. Oh, I put the red sand away. Doggone it. Because now it should be able to keep up. Let's go back, get that red sand. See about making an index. Alright, looks like that still has the redstone block there. What do we need? Dragonstone. Oh, you know, that might be the only thing that I don't have on me. Ooh, we need to go get some more ender air. How are we on mana pearl? Ender pearls. 5 stacks. Okay. Then we need 4 obsidian. We're out of obsidian. Oh, is it called something other than obsidian? Yeah. Oh, I spelled it wrong. And then I need 2... Whoa. 2 mana diamonds. Alright. I think I have everything now. We could figure... Oh, I don't know if I could figure out today. We'll need to find world spawn and put some hoppers there. And we'll need to go to the end and set up an automated system with a chunk loader for getting ender air. We're gonna You can use a dispenser. With Botania tweaks, it allows you to just put a empty bottle in a dispenser in the end, and when you'll get Ender Air. I'm not sure if it spits the Ender Air out or if we'll have to set up cross-dimensional item transport. Yeah, the vanilla way. We're gonna chuck things into the portal. If I wanted cross-dimensional item transport, I would need to get into the Incorporeal mod and not use my ender chest as a backpack, which is what I'm using it right now as, a backpack of things I don't want to ever lose. If I switched this out and made this like an import-export box, Incorporeal allows you to convert a regular ender chest into one that you can put in and take stuff out of automatically. With the Incorporeal mod. The Ender Soul Core. If you make the Ender Soul Core, and you have to put your player head in there, I think, or you have to put this on top of the Ender chest. Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. And it has a couple of flowers. I haven't figured out what these would be useful for. It allows you to make corporeal tickets. So these are pretty much like the requests I make, like give me 30 iron ingots type of request, or like with the corporeal funnels when it says, you know, give me a pure daisy. The tickets that you can throw it on one of these flowers and it will make that request to the network again. Oh, I'm probably not going to do something that fancy, Warlord. I'm probably just going to chuck the actual ender bottles into the portal and have hoppers at world spawn, and then have them go into a chest that is then detected with Corporea, so that I could know how many Ender Air bottles there are, and when it gets low it can go back to the end and request more type of deal. Much like what we have going on everywhere else. Let's see here. Where do I want this? Yeah, it should still be interesting. I agree. Hopefully I can figure out exactly how that's going to function. I may end up moving this. Let's put it here. Alright, and you should already be paired because there's a spark in vicinity. Yes, you're fine. Great. So now we can request things from the network on this side of the base. Good, good. And this looks like it's been able to keep up. Oh shoot, yeah. Red sand. So I gotta spell it right. There we go. And we'll get that back to working. Great. Ender Air. Let me write that down. I knew I was gonna do it, but I need to write it down. Ender Air bottles. And I can cross off bigger wheat farm, and I can cross off ice and snow. No, Loki. Okay. Most cross-dimensional stuff is broken right now. In 1.13 it is? Are you talking about with the modded version of 113? Loki, what did I just say? Say hi to stream. Get some love, get some hugs. Dinner will be ready in 2 minutes. Can you wait 2 minutes? Hmm? He'd say hi, but he's the quiet kitty. He doesn't tend to meow. And he doesn't purr loudly, so you can't hear that either. Okay, you good? Good. Down you go. I do have an easy chunk loader. Yes. They broke complicated VLAN chunk loading because people in the modded community have shitty code. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, so this is doing better. This is probably doing really well at, you know, gonna be filling this up pretty quickly. Makes me happy. Yep. Okay, it is that time. It's time to feed the cats. Give me about 5 minutes and I will be back and we'll probably figure out the packed ice or milk. Packed ice or milk production, one of the two. Both of them we need for the winter rune. So give me about 5 minutes and I will be right back. So don't go anywhere, folks.